So much for that cup. Let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today's my top 10 picks for new comics coming out August 26th, 2020. This is where I show you some great covers, some great stories, and some spec books you might want to be on the lookout for. If you're new to our channel, do me a favor, subscribe right now. It does help us out quite a bit. And also turn on that notification button because you don't want to miss our next video. Don't forget to go to Max Pro Supplies for all your comic book supply needs. Enter the code Bueller at checkout and you save 10%. If you can't tell already, we're on a brand new set, and say it with me, I'm all jacked up on coffee yet again. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and take a look at my top 10 picks for new comics coming out August 26th, 2020. Very first book up on our list is Daredevil Annual #1, brought to you by ZDARSKY, which is the regular writer of the ongoing series, so that's kind of nice. In this book, we get to learn about Mike Murdock, who is the brother of Matt Murdock, Daredevil. This is his first solo story, so you get to be introduced to this character. If you're not familiar with him yet, here you go. We got a couple different covers, but the regular cover is the one I want, and this one has a regular cover price of $4.99. Next book up on our list is Amazing Spider-Man #47, brought to you by Nick Spencer. This is part of the Sin's Rising storyline. In this one, Sin Eater himself has decided to go to Ravencroft to hunt down the criminally insane and eat them for their sins, because that's kind of what he does, and what better place to go than Ravencroft to find the criminally insane. I'm sure Spider-Man will have something to say about this because it is his title of the book, so he's in there as well. We got a few different covers. Let's go ahead and take a look. We got the regular cover, which I like quite a bit, and then we have a couple exclusives. We have the Del Auto variant, which looks amazing, but you'll have to order it online. And then we have the Tyler KIRKHAM variants as well, the connecting ones with Green Goblin, Spider-Man, and I think that's Mary Jane, correct? I think so. You'll have to probably order that one online as well. But this one does have the regular cover price of $3.99. Moving on, we have X-Men God Loves Man Kills Extended Cut, brought to you by Claremont. This is part 2 of 2. This is an old story that was told back in the 80s. They've now redone it. This will be the conclusion, like I said, 2 of 2. So if you got the first one last month, you just need to get this one. You got the whole damn thing. This book looks really good. I really enjoyed the first one. It's a great story. If you're familiar with the X2 movie, a lot of that movie is based from this storyline itself. This one looks awesome. It's got a couple different covers. I'm going to stick with the regular cover because that's the one I like the best. This one has a regular cover price of $4.99. And thank you, Claremont, for another instant classic. Moving on to DC, we have Batman 3 Jokers #1, brought to you by Jeff Johns. This one looks to be on everyone's list this week. Let's just be honest. This is the myth of the Joker. We find out more about him, who he is, what he is, why does he like the battle of Batman so much. This series is going to tell you. This is a mystery unlike anything Batman has seen before, so he's got a lot to figure out. This one has a few different covers, so let's go ahead and take a look. Got the regular cover, which I like, and then there's a bunch of different versions of this one of him just holding some stuff up. But then there is the Batman variant, and I like that one. I might just have to get them both. This one has a regular cover price of $6.99. Another DC book up on our list is actually a second print. We have Death Metal Legends of the Dark Knights #1. Second print. If you missed out on the first time it came out, which a lot of people did, now might be your chance to get this book. Apparently it's got a first appearance of the Robin King, I think, if I'm correct, and a bunch of other crazy stuff going on, so it's worth your time. I'm looking to get a copy of this, but you know what? I already got the first print, so I am golden, but you know what? You might want to get it if you missed out. I believe this one has a regular cover price of $5.99. I might be wrong. I forgot to write down the price. Moving away from the big two, we now have Spawn #309, brought to you by Todd McFarlane and Image Comics. Apparently this is the part 2 of the Confessions of Sin storyline. There's a lot of sin going on right now. And in this one, you get to see Spawn. He gets new armor or a new outfit or something like that. And probably there might be even some new villains or heroes in this book, so you might want to check it out. We've got a few different covers, so let's go ahead and take a look. We got the regular A cover, which is by none other than Funky Colt Matina. I love it. I'm going to have to get it. But let's not stop there, because there's also the Zavino cover. I probably pronounced his name wrong. That's kind of what I do. I've already accepted it, and so should you. But then we have the third cover, and this is the one by Todd McFarlane himself, and this is probably the one to get, and I'll tell you why. Our buddy Billy over at Economics and Comics, this is his spec book of the week, and going forward, we're going to include his spec book of the week, and it just so happens to be one of my top 10 books as well, Spawn 309. So if you want to buy a book for the story, story, that's why I buy it. And if you want to buy a book because it might be worth a little bit of extra money at the end of the day, that's why you might want to buy it, because Economics and Comics said so. If you want to check this out, the cover price is a whopping $2.99. Next book up on the list is one of my favorites. It's That Texas Blood, number 3. This is brought to you by Chris Condon. I've loved this series so far. In this one, Randy wants to know what happened to his brother Travis, who is dead, and he's going to go confront the man that he thinks is responsible. It probably won't turn out well, but we're going to have to read the comic to find out exactly what happens. We got one regular cover for this, and that's all you need. The regular cover price is $3.99. Next book on our list is Canto 2, The Hollow Man, number 1, brought to you by David M. Buer. I'm not too familiar with it. I missed out on Canto the first time it came around, but apparently in this one, Canto and a bunch of his little buddies want to get together, and they need to save all their people before time runs out. Apparently this has something to do with clocks and stuff like that. And this is a very popular series, so you might want to pick this one up. We got a couple different covers. We got the regular cover, which looks pretty good. And then we have the 1 in 10 incentive cover. I think that's a callback to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, this book looked interesting, and I might want to get it because I missed out, like I said, on the first parts. So I'll just have to settle for part 2. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Next one up on our list is one of those lock and key books. This is called Impale Battalions Go, number 1. This is brought to you by Joe Hill. Apparently in this one it's 1915 World War I, and the son of Chamberlain Locke wants to do what he can to help out the war. He's not even old enough to enter the war and fight, but he's going to use the keys to his advantage and see what happens. We got a couple different covers for this one. We got the regular cover, and then we have the incentive cover as well. I think it's a 1 in 10. I might be wrong. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. Last book up on our list, and very first time I think for a Dynamite book. I could be wrong, but we have Mars Attacks, Red Sonja, number 1, brought to you by John Layman. I'm a fan of Mars Attacks, the movie. I loved it. Not a huge big fan of Red Sonja, but I do like those cosplay variants. Not bad at all. On this book, they just take 2 of the properties that they have the license to and then just mash them together, and that's what you get. So, you know, it could be good. I don't know. If I see it in my comic shop, I might pick it up just for the Mars Attacks part. We got a couple covers I like. We got the regular cover, and then we have the variant SUYDAN cover, kind of a throwback, looks like an old 40s cover. I like that one. This one has a regular cover price of $3.99. So there you go, everybody. That's my top 10 picks for new comics coming out August 26, 2020. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you bought. Let me know what I forgot, because I want to know. Don't forget to go to Max Pro Supplies for all your comic book supply needs. Enter the code Bueller at checkout and you save 10%. I want to say thank you, everybody who watches this video every week. It's getting more and more attention, and it's all because of you guys. All right, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time.